Okay.
Okay. So Hal, Sue, Frank, and Bert are working together on a term project. The project will be worth 25% of the final grade and last for the duration of the semester. Hal likes learning. He likes school, is outgoing, and is planning to go to graduate school after graduation. He's got high grades, popular, and everything seems easy for him. His GPA is 3.9. Sue is very active on campus. She likes to participate in many organizations as possible. She's stretched pretty thin, and her classes aren't always her top priority, but her parents are paying for most of her school expenses, and she plans to get a job in the industry. Her GPA is 3.0. Frank is an average student. He's bright, but his interests are often outside the classroom, skiing, hiking, frisbee, and church activities. His GPA is 2.8.
Aren't. I mean, really.
I know. Bert is a different category altogether. He's been in school a while, calls himself a slacker, and claims to be interested primarily in partying. He rarely submits his homework and often misses classes. He's currently enrolled in the design class in question for the second time after failing the first time. Okay, Bert's GPA fell below 2.0. So, the setting is 3/4 of the way through the semester and pressure is building. All 4 of these people are busy with classes, job hunting, work, and life in general. Their professor, Dr. Spock, has assigned way too much homework as usual. So Hal, Sue, and Frank are meeting in the computer lab. Bert is not there. Bert is the sucky one.
Right.
So basically, Hal says, wow, that homework assignment due tomorrow really stumped me for a while. I was up until 2:30 finishing it. Sue says, oh, please, I'm sure you got through it, no problem. I started 4 days ago. Frank says, oh, thanks for reminding me about the assignment. I'll do it tonight. Sue says, well, it looks like Bert's flaking out again and isn't going to show. How much longer do you want to wait for him? Hal says, that guy better start thinking about passing this class. Even with our help on the design project, he's looking at a D at most. Frank says, I'm kind of getting sick of helping him out. I've put more time into the class than I'd prefer. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, so as a group, brainstorm about different strategies for coping with the Bert problem. List as many possibilities as you can think of. If you're persistent, you should be able to come up with at least 20 ideas, not necessarily all good ideas. So that's like the first step for this discussion.
Okay, for 20 ideas that we need.
Yeah, which should take approximately 10 minutes, but because there's 2 of us, it won't.
No, we can bang this out, sister. We got this.
We do. Okay, so strategies for coping with Bert.
Okay, so a lot of these, well, not a lot, but some of these strategies we already talked about in our team charter.
Yeah, we did.
So I mean, if Bert needs to get voted off the island, then he needs to get voted off the island.
That's what I'm saying. So vote him off, basically.
So I think number 1, we need to look at policy, because policy and procedure states the following, which is our group charter, that we will go ahead and collaborate as a group and vote the person off the island.
Yeah.
I mean, we can definitely have like a collaborative action plan going on, like, hey, you need to knock it off and you need to get going. Get together.
If I was on a team with somebody like Bert, I'd just be like, dude, if you're not going to show up because you haven't been showing up, like, we're going to tell the professor that you're not showing up.
Right.
And then at that point in time, like, we're not going to share any of this work with you. So depending on how they submit the assignments, like, just don't put Bert's name on it or don't give it to him to submit.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, contact their professor and deal with Bert that way. Honestly, I have no positive thoughts of dealing with Bert. He sounds like a deadbeat.
And I think maybe the reason why he has been successful in acting this way is because people haven't really said that to him.
Confronted him, yeah.
And have been like, so this is not going to work. And I think the first thing is we need to look at the team charter to consult, and then we need to look at that policy and procedure.
Mm-hmm.
We need to be honest and open with him and let him know that his way of doing things is not working out.
Yeah.
We need to set down very, very specific expectations for him. And we have to make it like, this is what you need to do on this day. So on Saturday, when we meet again, as an example, on Saturday when we meet again, we expect you to do the following things. So we need to set expectations with a specific time frame, because obviously he doesn't follow like nilly-willy. So
Yeah.
you're going to have to literally like, at this time on this day, this is what you need to do. And then we need to do what ifs for everything. So if you don't show up to that, then this will happen. If you don't let us know that you're not going to show up for that, this will happen. But there has to be set consequences for his actions.
Yeah, totally. So I kind of like there's like 3 questions with this like little casework, and you kind of like answered the first part of the second question, which was, as a group, come to a consensus about the top strategy, because I agree with what you just said. So that would be the top strategy, is telling him like, this is what I need from you, like your low schedule, and then this is what's going to happen if you don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So then the follow-up to that is, what recommendation would you make to Dr. Spock about Bert? Keep in mind that successful teamwork is graded part of this design project.
So I think we need to be open and honest with her too, and be transparent in the fact that he is not doing his share of the team work.
Yeah.
Like, he's just not doing it.
Well, and I feel like if you're in this team and successful teamwork is actually a graded part of the project, and you've created like a team charter, even if you had to create the charter because you had a problem child, at least that's like your step towards trying to be a successful team. It's like, hey, we're going to define these, basically we're going to find the terms of being on this team so that we are successful. I feel like by doing that, you're keeping your grade up also. And then just letting Dr. Spock know, these are our what ifs about Bert. So we're going to let you know what's going on. And then the professor, with the actual technical grade part, can do whatever they want.
Yeah, and I also think that we need to make sure that we document. Like, yeah. He was not here for this meeting. He was not here for this meeting. No one knew that he was going to be here for this meeting. He's being inconsiderate and not being a respecter of anybody's time. And therefore, there's no I in team, Bert. There's no I in team.
You're going to flunk out, Bert.
Right? Listen, Bert. You're going to be here for 10 years. You're going to be a lifetime student. I understand you can defer your loans, but this is getting ridiculous.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, so the last part of this was take the position of Dr. Spock. In addition of teaching chemical engineering, she is also trying to instill in her students some elements of teamwork. She knows that all groups everywhere have a Bert to some extent. Her opinion is that you've got to deal with the circumstances such as they are. Changing the circumstances isn't always possible. How would she react to this problem after it is explained by 3 active students?
Well, she could just do like Dr. Chanley and just put him on blast. I know that was like so uncomfortable, but that was just, I was shocked.
I laughed because I was like, oh my, like it took me a minute to like process that just happened. And then I like looked away, and I think it was either you or Aaron that actually had like their hand in front of their face.
I think it was me. I was like, oh.
I was like, oh my God.
I was like, did that just happen? Did I just witness that? I don't think I'm supposed to be witnessing that. I'm going to look down somewhere. I don't know. I'm turning off my camera now.
Like, let me turn the audio. Somebody give me a thumbs up, like, when we're good.
I know. But by the same token, like, I think Josh needed that a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
From her point of view, I would say
it's probably just like, well, because, I mean, it's not really her job to reach out to each individual student and say, you're not turning in work. It's more her job to just, like, grade them zeros, I feel like. So,
yeah.
Calling him out at all and letting him know, like, hey, you got to watch yourself. That's almost doing them a favor, but just the way you do it is.
Just being, like, straight up. So you haven't done the following. I I was a little bit uncomfortable with that because
Yeah.
obviously I didn't know what else he wasn't doing. But I think sometimes some people do react to that type of criticism in
Yeah.
a positive way. So
Yeah, but I feel like unless you know that person, how do you know that they're going to react to that criticism in the positive way? I feel like the majority of people would react in a negative way, or
yeah,
you're
it's true.
pissed. At least initially.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Well, and like you said, you don't know those people well enough to say, "Oh yeah, he'll be fine." He'll be fine. I just need to put him on blast for a second, and he'll be fine.
I mean, obviously he was fine, but.
Well, yeah, but like you said, you don't know how people are seriously going to react to that. So that's a very, very good observation on your end. You know, because he could have been like, "Oh yeah," but he
Yeah.
wasn't. He took it very professionally and was like, "Yep, I did done messed it up."
Yep, I did not do those things.
I know. I was like, weird. But I think also from Dr. Spock's point of view, it's not like she can just kick him off the team. Like he has to be in a
Right.
team.
Well,
So-
I mean, at that point in time, like reaching out to him and saying, hey, you're, this, like reiterating like what the course is about, and then reiterating like the grade that you need to pass, and you're not going to pass. And do you understand what that means? I feel like at that point in time, that's like really all that you can do.
Yeah. And we're hoping that we're dealing with adults at some point, especially
Right.
when you get up to this high of level.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that at some point in time during a class that is possibly 6 to 8 weeks long, you get the drift of, oh, maybe I should be doing something.
Yeah, well, especially a college level class, because you're not going to be enrolled in college unless you personally want to be enrolled in college. Like your
Right.
parents can't do that for you. So even if you're failing, like you're still going to class and you're still there and you're still enrolled in class. So that was your personal decision.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I think too, like if you're getting this high up too, like when you're junior, senior, like if you're getting up in those high 300s, 400 classes, you've had enough classes in the background to kind of tell you what you got to do.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So that was the case study. And then we are supposed to discuss the other readings and videos, just demonstrating that we have read and understood those materials. And then lastly, assess our team's functioning, including at least one way, you're good. Each of us would apply what we learned to a team we might be responsible for leading in the future. While you can use anything you've learned in the course, she's also very interested in us being able to take the two appendices in the video and talk about how they are related.
And then, are you doing the extra credit, the team assessment?
No.
Okay.
Honestly, I know that ASU does A's and A pluses and like A minuses, but even if I didn't do the final assignment, I would still have an A.
Really? I have a B. I don't have an A, but I think it's because I bombed a couple of those quizzes. I was so sick last week. Oh my gosh.
Oh, no.
I literally was like, and Erin was like, Sandy, I can't see you. I'm like, consider yourself blessed. She's like, what do you mean? I mean, you don't want to see me, Erin.
Thanks for calling that out, Erin. Continue on. I'm not going to fix that. Thanks.
I know. I was like, girl, stop. No, just move on. Let's not talk about me and my snot nose right now.
Dude, that sucks. Are you feeling better?
My head's still pounding pretty bad, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Well, you made it to the discussion. I was like, for a second, I was like, what happens if everybody doesn't come?
I know. Well, I was really surprised that Erin was like, done, because she
hasn't missed any.
She hasn't missed any at all.
She
Um,
might be in the same boat I am, though, where like we don't really need the final assignments to get an A.
yeah, no, totally. It might be the exact same thing, yeah. Um, yeah, Josh, I'm a little concerned about, but you know.
I mean, I was okay, so I was like looking at the grades, and there's actually a lot because the quizzes were actually kind of difficult. I got not super great grades on the quizzes after Unit 2. So most of the points that you're getting are for the team assignments and for your discussion summaries and for like the content discussions. And if you're not posting those and you're not doing the quizzes, that's a lot of points that you're missing.
Yeah. She keeps telling me that there was nothing posted for 4-2. But I thought I did that. She worries me sometimes. I'm
Well,
like,
she never regraded our team charter.
oh, really?
Yeah, we still have an 85.
I need to talk to her about that because she said she was going to.
Because if she redid it, there's no reason why we wouldn't have 100 out of 100. And that's 15 points.
Yeah, I need to talk to her about that. So 4-2
let's see, I can look.
was the live team content discussion. Did I not post anything? I had to have. It was the interview.
No, but we had a content discussion before the interview, though.
We did, and I participated in that.
You did.
And did I just not write anything? Was I like losing my mind?
Yeah, you're not in here.
Oh my gosh, I totally was losing my mind. I did not put it in there. That is terrible. That was my bad. Yeah, because I was there. Why did I not do it?
Josh didn't do it either. It makes you feel better. His post that's in here is just the YouTube link.
That does not make me feel better.
Sorry.
That does not make me feel better at all. But okay. Maybe that's why I had that B, because I forgot to do that one. Oh,
that's like 25 points.
Yeah, that's really annoying. Okay.
Well, but if you email her about the
team charter?
The team charter, I bet you that'll bring you up.
Yeah, I'll have to talk to her about that. Because I've been to like every meeting except for the one where I was trying to board and you guys couldn't see me, and then it was just my.
Yeah, but that was the assignment. Didn't you still get the grades for the assignment for that one?
I did get partial, I think. No, I did. You
should have.
I mean, I was trying to do even though you guys couldn't see me, I was still typing over you guys' stuff on the chart.
Yeah.
I was like, no, that's wrong spacing.
Stop it, what are you doing?
Stop it, what are you doing? That's the wrong formatting. Erin, knock it off.
Oh, that's funny.
So yeah, I'll definitely talk to her about that.
Yeah,
and I'll figure out what she's gonna do about the team charter, because she was supposed to do that. Because we put those references back in, or put them back in for the cultural diversity.
Yeah, you might even want to. Do you have the final copy? You might even want to email her it again.
Yeah, I do.
Because that was before the interview, and she hadn't even graded our interview guide, and I had to email her the interview guide, even though I double checked, because I think Josh turned that one in. It's like what we had decided. Mm-hmm. So I like double checked. He did turn it in, and he turned it in at like noon, and it was due at midnight. Like he turned it in way in time, and she hadn't graded that yet either.
Okay, I'll talk to her about that
now. She has now, but I would email her the charter, because I feel like she's gonna be like, oh, I don't remember, or I don't know where to find it, or whatever.
Yeah, I'll definitely get on that, and I'll post this too as proof that you and I were on it.
Yeah. Which is she actually looking at these? Because for the last one, for the teammate assessment, I thought she was going to watch that video.
Well, and then did you see the email that came? Of course, you saw the email that came across where she.
Yeah, that you had to post whether you were there or not.
I know. I was like, well, I did email her back. I said I posted the video, which proves we were all there. And she's like, oh, I'll take that then.
She hasn't graded that yet. Although Because that was last week, right? So she hasn't graded the actual self and teammate assessment, but she graded the content discussion.
Let's see.
Did you get a grade for the 5.2?
Hold on. I gotta get there. Scroll down. No. Mine's still showing a dot. I got the team interview, that's done. 5.4 I got done.
5.4 is graded?
Sorry. Stop. Well, did you see 5.4, what she put on there? Or was it just to me?
I don't, what was 5? Is there a 5.4? I just see 5.3.
Yeah, I see, well, this one is assignment 5-4.
I don't see that.
You don't
What was it? What was the assignment?
Video recording after meeting. She docked me 5 points for that, though.
I just have a 5.2 and a 5.3. I don't even have a 5.4.
My 5.3 is not done yet.
Mine's not either.
In my 5.2.
Oh, and assignment discussion 5.4. That's not even showing up on my grade page at all.
So
that's the live meeting instructions.
She was like, overall, wish you had read the instructions. You didn't have them quite right. You were supposed to do your self-evaluation and both of your teammates, which we did.
Okay.
The reason for having you first do your self-evaluations is that it's often the same things that your teammates have said, which we did. So she's like, Sandy, I wish you had turned on your video because it's difficult to give you feedback I had intended without being able to see you. I understand you were ill, but I think it was harder for Erin to give you feedback when she couldn't see you. Like, why does that matter? She can see me or not. I can still hear her. But I don't know.
I don't know.
And then she said, Erin, great presence, and Josh, great responses to Erin's feedback. Yeah, so I got docked points because I didn't show everyone my Rudolph nose and Kleenex laying around everywhere.
That's annoying.
I'm like, okay, well, it's good to know. But I don't see 5.4 at all being done yet.
Yeah, that's not even listed on mine.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I have 5.3 and 5.2.
Yeah, I show neither one of those has been graded on my end.
My 5.2 was graded. My 5.3 wasn't. Did you see the feedback that she gave us on our interview?
Yeah, she said that she really liked the beginning and the formality was great.
But
then the rest of it sucks.
So short.
I was just like, what? She loved your answers, though.
We got full points on it.
We did. We got full points on it.
That's what matters.
But it lasted less than 30 minutes. But we
well, it should have, because the introduction took like 35 minutes to even get us to the interview part.
I think she just likes to chat.
I think she does too.
Well, yeah, that may be her thing.
What you gonna do? All right.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we're done with Bert.
Yeah. So all this stuff is due by Sunday, right?
No, it's due today.
Oh, sweet. Even better. Awesome. So I'll get on that today. And yeah. All right. Awesome.
Well,
Oh, and then how is she going to handle the quizzes? Like take 11 out of 14 quizzes, but then, oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
And then, okay, we'll have to see. I don't know what she's doing.
I'm pretty sure her grades are due Monday, or they might be due by the end of this week.
Okay.
My other class is already done and finished and graded, and I know my grade.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, he made, because technically the last day of classes is today, but my other class made the final project due last night. So when I like logged on to this class to like double check that everything was like good, I double checked his and everything's already all done.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. I was like, well, there's one of them. One of my classes is organized.
Right? Cool, cool. All right, well, then I'm going to go ahead and post this on the links so it'll show, and then I'll upload it to YouTube so I can get the link, post it on the discussion, and then I'll post the final summary in the Unit 6 discussion forum, and then the reflection.
Yep. Are you going to do the extra credit?
Yes. I'll do the team assessment. Just so that I can get up there.
Yeah. Well, if you decide to email her about the card or two, that'll help because that's 15 extra points.
Yeah, I'll also do that before she's done posting with everything tonight. I might call her and just be like, hey, girl.
Remember when you said that everybody could
Remember.
like 4 weeks ago?
Right. All right. Well, it was great working with you. I'm so glad we get to see one last time in this team, and good luck with everything.
The two of us.
Team of two, the best.
All right. Well, good luck with everything and finishing all the things.
Thanks. Good luck with graduation.
Thanks. Yay.
Finally.
So cool.
Yay.
Finally. All right, Sandy. Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.